There, I'm Aishwarya Kapoor. Welcome to Verdict 2015, our election special bulletin, where we get you all the latest news from poll-bound state of Bihar, and we also get you news analysis from our team of experts. Let us begin Verdict 2015 with this morning's headlines. Election Commission deadline to BJP over its leader Joy Banerjee's statement ends today. EC had sought to know party's position after Joy said election watchdog under BJP control. RJD chief sons find a place in Grand Alliance's list of candidates. Tej Pratap and Tejasvi to make their political debut from adjacent constituencies in Vaishali district. Both seats are Yadav dominated. Congress releases list of star campaigners for Bihar. Sonia, Rahul and former Prime Minister Manmohan Singh named on a list of 40. List has a mix of veterans and young guns. And political parties not just indulging in verbal mudslinging but also taking jibes at each other through posters. But now overcrowded with hoardings making lofty claims and counterclaims. Well, our top story, the deadline for the BJP to reply to the Election Commission to explain the party's position on the statement made by Bengali actor turned BJP leader Joy Banerjee ends today. Now, Banerjee had said at a public meeting last weekend that the Election Commission was under the control of the BJP and that the next assembly elections would be conducted in West Bengal under the Army's watch. The Election Commission had said that Banerjee's remarks amount to deteriorating the election watchdog's integrity and could distort public perception about its neutrality, autonomy and independence. All right, my colleague Kriti Mishra is now joining us from Patna. Now, Kriti, this is obviously the last day when BJP has to answer about the remark that Joy Banerjee had made. What are your sources telling you? What is the BJP's take on this?
Well, Aishwarya, the BJP has clearly distanced itself from the remarks of Joy Banerjee. The BJP has said that it clearly respects the neutrality, independence, autonomy of the Election Commission, the poll body. It has also said that Joy Banerjee's comment does not represent any official statement of the BJP, and the BJP completely disregards any such comment from any individual. On the other hand, Joy Banerjee has written a letter to CEC Naseem Jedi, tendering an unconditional apology and saying that he said whatever he said in over-enthusiasm. He also has called the CEC, the poll body, protector of democracy and pillar of democracy. He has also said that he said everything in over-enthusiasm and did not mean anything, and he's also not any office bearer of the party in West Bengal. Over to you, Aishwarya.
Right, obviously BJP distancing itself from that remark. Now, Kriti, also, now opinion polls are suggesting a neck-and-neck contest between the NDA and the Grand Alliance. Now, war of words is also intensified. Now, the two sides are even sparring over Rahul Gandhi's visit to the United States.
Absolutely, Aishwarya. The war of words has escalated between the BJP and the Congress. The BJP has questioned Rahul Gandhi's visit to US. It has said that Rahul Gandhi has been sent on a forced vacation because RJD and JDU think that his presence would hamper their prospects in the assembly elections. The Congress also has hit out at the BJP, saying that the BJP must concentrate on the tussle between the NDA allies rather than concentrating on Rahul Gandhi's trip to the US. The Congress has also accused the BJP of spreading patent lies and penny canards. So the war of words clearly intensifying between the BJP, Congress, JDU and RJD. Over to you, Aishwarya.
Right, Kriti, now that you are in Patna, you must be seeing a lot of hoardings, a lot of posters around you. Obviously, the run-up to the Bihar elections seems to be as much about verbal mudslinging as it is about various issues. Obviously, we had also run a story on a poster war. You must be seeing a lot around you.
Absolutely, Aishwarya. a battle for Bihar is not as intense. It's nowhere as intense and nowhere as pronounced as it is in posters and billboards across the skyline of the state. So there are posters and hoardings of the JDU claiming that नीतीश के नेतृत्व में कांग्रेस का हाथ and लालू का साथ. So that also clearly marks shift from 2010 where all these parties were opposed to each other. And in order to upstage the BJP in the publicity war, the JDU has put out life-size posters of Nitish Kumar claiming that he's Vikas Purush and Bahar hai Bihar mein. Now the BJP has also hit out at the JDU and it has very strategically placed all its hoardings near Nitish Kumar's hoardings, claiming that Bimar hai Bihar mein, ji haan, Bahar hai Bihar mein. That is a caustic taunt on the JDU. So clearly catchy slogans and very, very fascinating posters all across the state intensifying battle for Bihar. Back to Aishwarya.
All right, Kriti, you keep tracking all those developments in Patna. We'll keep coming back to you. And the scrutiny of nominations is going on for the first phase of Bihar elections. Now 629 nominations are filed for the 49 constituencies in 10 districts, which goes to polls on 12th of October. Samastipur, Begusarai, Banka and Lakhisarai are the most important districts going to the polls in the first phase. The candidates can withdraw their nominations till 26th of September. As many as 6.68 crore voters in the state will vote on 5 days. That is 12th, 16th and 28th of October and 1st and 5th of November to elect the new Bihar Assembly. Now, Rashtriya Janata Dal Chief Lalu Prasad's son Tej Pratap and Tejasvi Yadav have found a place in the Grand Alliance's list of candidates released on Wednesday. The sons will make their political debut from adjacent constituencies in Vaishali district. A 27-year-old Tej Pratap will contest from Mahua and 25-year-old Tejasvi from Raghopur. Now, both are Yadav-dominated constituencies and have been RJD strongholds. Both Lalu Prasad and his wife Rabri Devi have represented the Raghopur constituency. Rabri Devi was defeated by the JDU candidate Satish Kumar Yadav in the last poll. However, JDU dropped him this time to accommodate Tejasvi. Astang Kumar joined the BJP and has declared that he would contest against him. The RJD also denied a ticket to party leader Jageshwar Rai, who was expected to be the nominee from Mahua. All right, let's get a perspective on that story. Mr. Nalin Verma, who is the assistant editor with The Telegraph, is now joining us. Thank you so much, sir, for joining us this morning. Sir, now there is an unusual bonhomie that we are seeing between Lalu Yadav and Nitish Kumar, with the Bihar Chief Minister dropping some sitting JDU legislators to enable Lalu's son to contest. So, will this bonhomie last?
See, in the context of present election, this bonhomie is all set to last because politically, you know, they are the backward caste leaders, and in last elections they found that the division of the backward votes somehow helped the Bharatiya Janata Party and Narendra Modi to win. So, to unite the backward class vote, they have come together. As a corollary, Lalu Prasad, of course, has fielded his sons, but this bonhomie, particularly in this context, in present context, is all likely to last at least till the results are out, and the further continuation of their bonhomie depends on the results. If this alliance does well, if they win more seats in their states in comparison to their prime rival BJP, this bonhomie will continue further.
Now, but at the same time, now Lalu's sons are getting to choose the seats. Now, there were protests outside JDU headquarters yesterday by those obviously who did not get the tickets. So, do you think that this kind of resentment really can be ignored by the Grand Alliance?
No, the question is not clear. Just ask me again.
Sir, I'm asking now that Lalu's sons are getting to choose their seats, but there is a lot of heartburn and resentment because of this. Do you think that this resentment can be ignored by the Grand Alliance?
No, it can't be ignored. If Lalu has chosen his sons, he is set to face the resentment from the cadres. That will be a very important factor, particularly in the context of his sons. The alliance will have to find out the ways to assuage the ruffled feeling. That will be there, and the alliance will have to bear the brunt of that. It is not an easy thing.
Absolutely. And also, if you look at the candidate list that... Sir,
Tell me.
Yeah, I was asking you that if you look at the candidates list that was out day before yesterday, it is clear that the alliance campaign now will have a lot of thrust really on backward class politics.
Yeah, see, their main constituency is the backward classes and the Muslims. Obviously, they will counter the BJP by fielding more backward classes candidates. You might have noticed that they have, particularly in Jahanabad, central Bihar region, they have fielded a Yadav against the Bhumihar. And the backward classes or backward caste candidates far outnumber the BJP's upper caste candidates. Of course, the BJP too has gone a long way, and it is no longer only a Brahmin Baniya party, but it too has selected a quite large number of Yadavas and other OBCs also. But this JDU-RJD alliance, this alliance has to outnumber the BJP in the context of fielding the Yadavas, because Yadavas or backward classes, because primarily its support base lies in the backward classes and the Muslims. They will like to consolidate their support base, and if Lalu is allowed to have his way, he will also like the election to be a backward versus upper caste, because it pays his kind of politics more. He will like the backward classes to consolidate against the upper castes, particularly in the regions where the backward classes and upper castes have a history of violent struggles and wars. This is the situation like, Aishwarya.
No, but the point is that will this election be like the rest of the elections that we've been seeing in Bihar all this while, that is a caste contest, or will we see something different this time?
See, caste context, you don't isolate it, that if there is a caste context, there are no other contexts. It is not like that. The caste context will be there. But at the same time, where the misunderstanding arises, that the people think that it will be a caste-related thing, no development thing. It is not the case. The caste equations, caste balances are the key factors. Other factors will also play its role, like development issues. You know, all these issues will play its role. But caste factor and caste calculations will be in the pivot of all the calculations, particularly when it is state elections and assembly elections.
So you're saying that caste is still going to be a major factor. So you stay with us. So we'll just come back to you for more analysis. Meanwhile, I will take a very short break here. Much more on the other side. Stay with us.
Today we bring to you the Merchant Shipping Amendment Bill 2015.
They are recognizing the fact that wreck removal is a thankless job. I think the fact that to have an insurance cover must on the vessel today, I think is of utmost importance.
Now with this wreck removal convention, the ship owner has to maintain a compulsory insurance cover. And it is his responsibility to have the wreck removed wherever in the world it happens.
Watch Law of the Land, Sunday 10 p.m. and Monday 8:30 a.m. on Rajya Sabha television.
3, 2, 1, 0.
As science beckons India into the future, Rajya Sabha Television partakes the responsibility, bringing technology to the Indian people.
Let's take a look at various important science events in the country,
Monitoring scientific advances as they unravel.
Intergovernmental panel on climate change has proposed a complete ban on fossil fuels.
Welcome to Eureka.
Interviewing the country's greatest minds. Project the power of science to benefit and transform India. Rajya Sabha Television, democracy at work.
Welcome back. Now, political parties are going all out to woo voters in Bihar. They are not just indulging in verbal duels, but also using all means in a game of one-upmanship. The state's capital is overcrowded with posters of all sizes, making tall claims and counter-claims. Here is a report.
The writing is on the wall, or should we say posters. The run-up to Bihar elections seems to be as much about verbal mudslinging as it is about issues. The capital Patna is virtually overcrowded with posters like these. Some canvassing Prime Minister Narendra Modi's special package for the state, and others counting the good work done by the state government headed by Nitish Kumar. The fight is not only about the issue at hand, but also about the size and positioning of the posters and also its presentation. The JDU says it's merely responding to the BJP style of canvassing during the local elections.
हमारे नेता नीतीश कुमार जी के नेतृत्व में बिहार में काम बहुत कुछ हुए थे, लेकिन कहीं न कहीं प्रचार युद्ध में हम पीछे रह गए थे, जिसके कारण जनता को उपलब्धियों को पहुंचाने का जो एक अवसर था वो सही तरीके से हम उसका लाभ नहीं उठा पाए। तो पार्टी ने जो समय की मांग है उसको स्वीकार किया और आधुनिकतम तकनीक और जो परंपरागत जो प्रचार की शैली है दोनों का मिश्रण हमारा है।
The BJP too is accusing Nitish Kumar of false propaganda.
इस तरह का आरोप वैसे ही लोग लगा रहे हैं जो आज तक बिहार के अंदर जातीय विद्वेषता पैदा किए हैं, जात को खंड खंड में बांटने का काम किए हैं, भ्रष्टाचार में लिप्त रहे हैं, अहंकार में डूबे हुए हैं। वो लोग तरह तरह के हथकंडा अपना रहे हैं और एनडीए की ओर इशारा करते हैं। तो इससे कुछ होने जाने वाला नहीं है। एनडीए मजबूत है।
The BJP hasn't announced its chief ministerial candidate for Bihar, so the high voltage fight is being fought on the ground and these posters between Nitish Kumar and Prime Minister Narendra Modi. With inputs from Pranav Goswami, Bureau Report, Rajya Sabha TV.
Now, leaving no stone unturned to regain its lost ground in Bihar, the Congress is fielding its heavyweights, including party President Sonia Gandhi, former Prime Minister Manmohan Singh and party Vice President Rahul Gandhi for the electoral campaigns in the state. The party released a list of 40 star campaigners for the polls. The list includes the names of several senior Congress leaders, Digvijay Singh, Mallikarjun Kharge, Salman Khurshid, Sheila Dikshit, Jairam Ramesh, Shakil Ahmed, Ajay Makan and Raj Babbar. The other prominent party leaders on the list are Sachin Pilot, Jyotiraditya Scindia and Azharuddin. The Congress has not been in power in the state since 1990. The party, which won 36 seats in the 1990 state assembly polls, was reduced to just 4 seats in the 2010 assembly elections. All right, let's go back to Nalan Verma, who's the assistant editor with The Telegraph. Mr. Verma, now both the camps are out with their star campaigners, and especially looking at the BJP's list, it includes top leaders L.K. Advani, Murli Manohar Joshi, especially at a time because Nitish Kumar had earlier accused the BJP of dumping party veterans. So is this a message here that the party is trying to send?
Just what message are you seeking for?
Mr. Verma, now BJP's top leaders, including veterans L.K. Advani, Murli Manohar Joshi, they are also going to campaign. Nitish Kumar had earlier accused the BJP of dumping its party veterans. So do you think there's a message here that the BJP is trying to send to Nitish Kumar?
Yeah, they are trying to send to Nitish Kumar that they have not ignored their party veterans, the patriarchs who were earlier in the background. The message is there. Obviously, the BJP is trying to send it. They have also incorporated Shatrughan Sinha in the list of star campaigners to just prove that he continues to be in our party and we continue to respect him. But this message they can give to Nitish Kumar, and I don't know how Nitish Kumar will take it. But there is a general impression among the people not go across, because it is long time soon after Mr. Narendra Modi came to power and Amit Shah was at the top of the BJP affairs. It became increasingly clear that these people, the new leadership has been ignoring the old leadership and somehow sending them to periphery. So in elections, they try to do the damage. But if the damage has been done in the context of driving the veterans out, then the damage is there. Even if they send the message, I don't think it will convince the people that these leaders have not been sidelined or they have no role at all in the new dispensation.
All right, even if the message doesn't go across, at least these star campaigners are out to campaign for their respective parties. Thank you so much, Mr. Verma, for joining us and sharing your perspective on that story. Let us now take a look at other election-related news from Bihar in Polpuri. Rebel leader and Jan Adhikar Party chief Pappu Yadav released the party manifesto for the Bihar elections and said it would formulate a law making it mandatory for wards of public representatives and government officials to study in government schools. The manifesto also proposed to make roads in Bihar toll-free for students and farmers. Yadav's party is contesting on 64 seats for the Third Front Alliance. In a dramatic development, the health minister in the Nitish cabinet, Ramdhani Singh, on Wednesday suddenly resigned from the party and took membership of the Samajwadi Party, saying that he was appalled by the blatant buying and selling of party tickets that has undermined his faith in the Nitish Lalu alliance. Prime Minister Narendra Modi will address at least 20 rallies in Bihar during the campaign period stretching over a month, covering all 9 divisions of the state. Modi will kick off his campaign trail by addressing a rally at Banka on 2nd of October. The Prime Minister has addressed 4 Parivartan rallies in Bihar so far. Another short break here. Stay with us for more.
Get live Rajya Sabha session. News, views, reports and analysis you can trust on social media. Subscribe, follow, like Rajya Sabha Television.
On to our district profile. Well, the irrigation system in Banka district of Bihar is in tatters. Once famed for its record paddy production, our output has fallen to less than half in recent years. The massive floods that devastated the region 20 years ago led to waste all irrigation facilities here. Since then, under successive governments, the situation has remained unchanged.
Banka district has no jobs to offer to its population of 20 lakh people. Industrial activity is at a standstill. Youngsters are leaving for other states looking for jobs. 3/4 of the people are dependent on farming for livelihood. But lack of irrigation facilities has exposed the region to drought-like situations. Worse still, farmers don't get adequate compensation for their produce.
खेती में पानी का पूरा दिक्कत है और हमारा जो पानी का जो है कोठी उसका बांध जो है वो कट गया है। पानी उस कोठी में बांध में रहता नहीं है। इलेक्शन दो और हम बांध बनवा देंगे तो ही करवा देंगे, लेकिन करवाता तो कुछ नहीं।
तकलीफ तो नहर में नहीं पानी आता है, नदी का भी फोल बंद हो गया है। जब रोड बनाया तब से हम लोग का पानी का स्थिति बहुत खराब है।
Local residents trace the origins of their plight to the floods of 1995 and 1997. 3 big dams in the area, Chandan, Badua and Bilasi, were damaged. Silt has accumulated in the structures, clogging water distribution. The farmers are at the mercy of rains. These days in the election season, local residents are once again hearing a lot of promises. In the 2010 elections, the NDA won all the 5 seats in the region. But after sharing power for 5 years with the JDU, both sides are blaming each other for the state of affairs.
2.5 से 3 साल पहले हम सरकार से हमको अलग किया गया। नीतीश कुमार जी के अहंकार ने मुझे यानी भारतीय जनता पार्टी को अलग किया। उस समय उसके पहले एनडीए 1 में यहाँ काफी विकास हुए हैं। उसका उदाहरण बांका जिले का उस समय का अगर सड़क आप देखिएगा तो चमचमाती सड़क पूरे जिले में बांका विधानसभा सहित पूरे जिले में दिखाई पड़ेगा आपको। लेकिन आज 2.5 साल और 3 साल के दौरान जब हम अलग हुए, आज एक भी सड़क चलने लायक नहीं है।
मैं पहले ही कह चुका हूं कि मैं किन्हीं को के ऊपर दोष अपना नहीं मढ़ूंगा। बाकी रही बात कि कुछ प्रकृति के कारण सिंचाई का ऐसा है, बाकी व्यवस्था तो है कि यहाँ डैम है, नहर है, सारा व्यवस्था है। लेकिन अगर ऊपर से बारिश ही नहीं हो तो पानी का कोई फैक्ट्री तो नहीं लगाया जा सकता है। ये तो प्रकृति पर निर्भर है।
Farming is the backbone of the economy in the district, but politicians are echoing the same promises they have been making for the last 20 years. Amid the changing equations in politics, it's only the fate of farmers that remains unchanged. Pranav Goswami's report from Banka district for Rajya Sabha TV.
Well, that is all in this edition of Verdict 2015. Do watch this space for all election-related news and updates. But that is it from me at the moment. Thanks for watching.